You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 464, recorded September 2023, posted August 2024. Capering Mudmen.
You're listening to Total Party Kill. I am Scott McNulty, a Dungeon Master. Welcome back to Athos. Woo! Hooray! It's Sandy. And let me introduce our players. Steve Lutz is here. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Scott. How have you been?
Fantastic.
Oh,
how about you?
Wow. That's how we're going to start, with just a big fat lie, huh? Okay. I've been doing well, and I'm now, doing less well now that I'm back on the nasty blood-soaked sands of Athos with my character Kachka, who is a level 10 bard and also a bug.
Bug Bard. Erica Ensign is here. Hello, Erica.
I am here. Hello. I am playing Zotasha, pronouns she, her, just like mine, a tiefling mystic with purple hair.
Purple hair. Speaking of hair, it's Dan Moran. Hey, I'm also in the same boat, Dan. So.
Why is this a boat, Scott? Because why do we get in this boat? Is this a boat that gives really close haircuts? Is that what this boat does?
It is. It's a razor boat.
Scott McNulty, we meet again. I am playing Omlöl, the Goliath barbarian, whose pronouns are he, him, like mine. I don't have a soul, but I can cast some spells.
As we find out
everything you need to know about
that's all you need to know. Aline Sims is here. Hello.
Hi, I play Shara, the Air Genasi rogue. Our pronouns are she, her.
Tony Sindelar is present.
Hello, not only am I present, I play Regdar, the strange guy. We both use he, him pronouns. We're both here to play D&D. That's right, I brought Regdar with me, who will be playing Regdar.
D&D.
Wait, no, this is confusing.
He's just off camera.
Yeah, my friend Regdar had a great time. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Regdar. And speaking of friends... I'm different in person. Jason Snell is a different person. Hello.
Yes, I am a different person from previous people.
So.
I can't argue with you, Scott. And I am playing a different character, which I think is perfect. I am playing Carlos. He's a mull. He's a gladiator. He likes to fight and run and hit things. It's my first D&D character. You rolled him up real simple for me. He's a real simple guy. And you know what? I like that. Also, there are no simple level 10 characters. I'll just say that. Anyway, Carlos, he's running and hitting things.
Things get more complicated as you progress in Dungeons and Dragons. But you've had 10 years to get used to Carlos, so which is crazy when I say it out loud. So you find yourselves standing in this room. It's a cave that's just full of stalactites and stalagmites and a corpse of a large monster that you've just killed, an dark sun monster, a gage, which is kind of a cross between a spider and a lizard and a turtle and something that has psychic powers that wants to eat your brain. But it's dead. So what would you like to do?
Did we loot its body? I can't remember.
You did not.
Did it have pockets?
It does not. But
I mean, the last monster we fought had stuff in its tummy.
We kind of cut out the last monster, right?
Yeah, so. It was days from retirement. Did it have collect a lot of comic books or something along the way that she was taking with us?
Where's its
pencil?
An
extensive vinyl collection.
That makes sense because literacy is illegal on Athos, of course. But
thank God we killed a
rock
hipster.
And bops, they're good. Yeah,
that's right. Really into jazz fusion. So.
Oh gosh.
I don't actually want to loot the body. I just
I'm going to give a cursory look at the body and see if there might be anything.
How edible is a gage, would you say?
Value.
Everything on Athos is edible.
Yeah, the feathery tendrils are considered a delicacy.
And I should mention, in this room, there are two ways out. Well, there are three ways out, but one, you came in through the south corridor. To the north is another corridor, and to your northwest is another corridor. So if anyone wants to search the room, scan the body, give me a perception check, and I will let you know if you find anything.
I'm just going to sort of glance around the room. I think we already looked last time to see whether there was another Gaj laying in wait anywhere, but
we did look.
Regdar has rolled an impressive.
We stabbed all
3.
the rocks, and they were rocks.
Regdar
I
does not.
might look behind some stalagmites.
Yeah, I got a 15, Scott.
I might
it
hang
tight.
tight to one of the stalactites.
Aha, I see what you did there. So
I'm gonna chew
bad
on a
10.
stalagbite. Those are the ones that come out of those sides of walls, people. No one ever talks about those ones. Everyone's
I think
always
I saw them in
fixated on the
Indiana
up and
Jones.
down. Yeah.
So as you're looking around, there is evidence of hapless adventurers or people who had wandered into this
like
cave and
us.
but not being as lucky as you. And you find bones and various equipment
Various
kind of
bones?
scattered around,
Various bones.
bones as well.
Various bones.
They are most of the equipment is broken.
What's a various and what do its bones look like?
You don't want to know. But you do find some gold pieces, 65 gold pieces, or the Athos equivalent, which would probably be like clay pieces, but that's not as much fun. A brass statuette of an imp with onyx eyes. Onyx eyes.
Like, what is
not a
that?
thing.
Are they onks like Egyptian?
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I was thinking.
Oh, yes.
That's
no,
great.
Kinda
No,
cool.
they're just onyx.
It could be onyx onks, I suppose. That's worth
Onk, onk.
180 gold pieces, and you find a
Whoa.
ring.
Is somebody writing this down?
A ring.
No, gold pieces are useless.
We've evolved beyond
A
currency.
ring.
A ring.
Somebody want to pop that ring on their hand and see what it
Nope.
does?
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
it looked real shiny.
Arcana check 15.
Amla will put it on.
Wow,
definitely
Carlos
a
just
ring.
jumped straight to the Arcana check.
Yeah.
Mr. Sindelar, would Regdar like to have a look at this thing?
I mean, 15's not bad. I don't want to
What
be
can
like
I tell
showing 'em
Scott?
up.
Then I'm going to hand it off to Regdar, my
All right, well, I rolled a
centaur.
20, so
Oh dear. You can tell it's made of bone.
Math's 20.
And it has kind of a raised, sharpened ridge in the center of the outside. It is in better condition than you would think a ring made of bone that was laying here for a while would be in.
Yeah, love a good bone ring. I think I'm going to pass on putting that on, but maybe somebody else wants one.
I'm going to hand it to Regdar.
I would like to study its magical properties with a 20 Arcana check.
So you glimpse into the inner part of the ring, and you see a word or some glyphs are inscribed.
Can I read these arcane runes?
You have a vague memory of them being a signifier of a ring called the Ring of the Edged Discus. And I will tell you, when you take off this
We
ring...
usually just call that a frisbee.
Not
just
on
a
Athos.
disc. You
They have
can...
no frisbees on Athos?
They do not.
Oh, man.
There's nothing good on Athos. We know this.
Yeah.
No. When you throw this ring, it enlarges into an edged discus, and it is an exotic weapon with finesse and a thrown range of short range of 30 and 90, and it deals 1d10 slashing damage. And after it's thrown,
it's like Xena's weapon.
yes, it returns to you, to the thrower.
That sounds like a good thing for Carlos, who needs ranged weapons and is also a gladiator. I feel like a gladiator throwing a discus just makes sense.
Well, it's also a magic weapon, I take it?
It is indeed.
It's also easy to conceal on your person if you need to look like you're not holding any weapons.
I would be
Carlos.
useless with this thing, so I'm not interested.
Carlos, watch this, and I demonstrate how to do the thing. I
You just
Ooh.
chuck it at his chest.
think fast.
I just invented the frisbee. Oh, sorry about your head.
It's always good to antagonize the
It does not require attunement.
good, because otherwise that would
I'll take
it. Carlos, watch this after a long rest.
I'll take it.
All right.
Good. All right.
How it goes? Does it go well with any of your current rings, Carlos? What's your?
I'm mostly unadorned because we weren't allowed adornment in the gladiatorial slave pit.
That was like 7 years ago, dude. You got to get over that.
It was really not that long ago.
Oh, okay.
7 years.
Might feel
or
like it, but
2 months.
Depending. All right, and that's all you see here.
I think we should head maybe to the north based on what Omlöl felt. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go north.
Go north, young man.
All right. Does somebody want to stealth their way up there and take a peek before the rest of
I'll
us?
stealth my way up there.
Why does Omlöl keep stealthing when he's bad at stealth?
I'm pretty good at stealth. I have a +6.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's just bad at rolling.
When did that happen?
Great question. I think I've always been stealthy and able to cast spells.
I like that Omlöl is here at level 10 discovering the
I'm
things that
learning
he's thinking.
about myself.
He's growing.
Well,
It's
it's
a
mainly
journey.
it's both there's things you're good at and it's the helpfulness is also extremely novel.
The
So,
greatest
not
adventure
having
is
a soul.
self-discovery, okay? And if we
Yeah,
were
that's
all,
true.
we knew everything about our characters, there would be nothing
Yeah.
more to play for.
that soul was weighing you
right.
down.
When me soul empty, me must look deeper inside self.
And find nothing.
But yet within nothing, something.
No, that's not
All
how
right.
that works. No.
Go stealth.
Related.
I got a
Stealth.
25 on a stealth check, and I don't want Omlöl going on his own. So,
Oh,
You just say I
alright.
don't want Omlöl going.
Omlöl thinks,
well,
That
not
Omlöl
guy
thinks
is
he's on
way
his
here.
own.
like,
All right, so Omlöl and Shara stealthily creep their way up the northern passage, and they find a branching point that goes to the left and the right.
Left and the right, you say.
The left, the right passage is kind of sloping upwards, and the left passage is at the same level.
I'll go right a little bit.
All right, so you see, what are you doing, Omlöl? That the passageway extends for several
I
tens
will
of feet.
follow Shara on tippy toe.
Well, I don't want to get too far away, so I'm just gonna turn and peek down the left corridor a little bit.
Oh, we go left now.
You see this
Maybe-
corridor
Maybe we
continues
zigzag.
many tens of feet as well.
Serpentine.
That's right. Don't get shot that way. Okay. So I'm gonna look at Omlöl and be like, I think we should go down and tell the others that we just
There are-
see hallways. I don't think we
There
should
are
go much
two
further.
pathways, yes.
Always. So they return.
Yep.
They merge in
Very
yellow
important. We
wood.
find two hallways.
But you said one of them is sloping up a little bit.
The one
I
to the
feel
right.
like up is not the way that we want to go. I feel like most of the places that we have stopped bad things from happening have been lower as opposed to higher up.
Up is for chumps. Let's go down.
Yeah, or same level. So, or do we exit just to the west?
This is the Earth Cult.
The
Where
west
is most of
passages
the
look like
earth?
they might meet
Down.
down there.
They might.
Yeah.
Fair point. All right, I'm gonna scuttle along the pathway to the west here, just a little ways, using my sneaky buggishness.
Stealthy bug.
Stealth
Okay.
bug. That's a 20.
All right, you scuttle your way down. Tell me where. Oh, that way.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what's to the west and if it looks like
So
it
you
meets up with that other
see,
passage.
the corridor extends. You also see kind of, you may recall, like these veins of purplish crystal are pulsating in the walls. So you see kind of an uptick in those. And it
Cool.
kind of curves
Yeah, I like
out of
the
your
curve.
sight.
Oh, okay. So it's curving towards the south there. So,
Yes, it looks like it's curving downward.
all right. I will return back and report what's going on over there. And I think if we put our heads together, we might determine that those paths do not necessarily meet up.
All right. Well, first of all, you guys are super stealthy, and I really appreciate it. Nice
Thank
work,
you.
team. Yep. Yep. Good
So
job.
stealthy,
Positive
Zotasha didn't even
reinforcement.
notice we were gone.
Mm-hmm. I know I missed you guys every moment. I think we should probably
I'm
go
rolling insight on that.
north and then west. I have advantage on deception checks.
Oh, I like it when we do skill checks within the party.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is the north passage and then to the west? Yes.
Oh,
Sure.
Is anybody going to
Tell me.
argue with me, or shall we go?
No, we should go.
Sure, let's
right.
do it.
All right.
all right. Give me a
Omlöl, go ahead and lead
marching
the way.
order. Oh, Omlöl, let's go first.
Wee.
Or at least is being told to. Omlöl, before you go that far,
Does that passage look familiar to
feel
you,
like here.
Omlöl? It's
Yes.
almost like you've been there before.
Vaguely.
you hear coming from this passageway here
Come down this passageway.
hear a blood-curdling scream.
Me think we chose right direction.
A humanoid scream?
It has arms and legs
Sure.
like a
we
humanoid.
only.
Well, I just mean like it's
respond
not
to
the-
all we
humanoids.
really
like
know
a
about this
hyena
dream is
It doesn't sound like
we
no,
only
it doesn't
know its
sound like
effects
a,
on our blood. We don't know that really isn't told us anything.
It does sound as though it was coming from a humanoid of some type.
Is that good or bad?
I feel like we chose the direction we wanted to go, and we should just keep
Yeah,
going.
we should go.
Yep. Screw you, screaming person.
So it's also a Microsoft slogan.
Oh boy.
All right, well, tell me you want to
Should
continue
we
up this
maybe,
passageway.
Should we
Yeah.
maybe listen to see if there's anything coming down that passageway before we decide?
That's a good thought.
Like a running,
Sure, I will-
screaming
I'll-
man.
I'll make a
Does anyone wanna
perception
give
check
her- Sure.
from way back here.
Where are you?
That's a 14.
You say, everybody, quiet. And other than kind of the normal background noises that you've heard, so there's, you're in a cave with lots of stalactites and stalagmites, so there are drips and, strange noises as the wind blows.
Blood-curdling screams, that sort of thing.
Blood-curdling screams, that kind of thing, but nothing noteworthy or unusual from your brief experience down here.
It could have been an illusion. There's a lot of strange stuff happening in.
We did just fight
All
a
of these
monster
areas.
that, was all about illusion.
It's true.
Might be a trap.
Everything's a trap.
It didn't happen the first time we looked down there, which is weird. So I feel like we should just keep going the way we're going.
Okay.
Okay.
They'll still
Put
be screaming later, probably.
Unless they're not.
It might
Also
be
not
us.
how that works.
That's Amazon's motto.
All right, so you see
right,
the
let's continue.
passageway continues to the west, and then it looks like it goes to the north. So place yourself where you'd like to be, and I can reveal more.
I'll sort of keep an eye on the. Actually, I don't want to be like all the way at the end. I'm squishy.
All right, so Omlöl, from your vantage point, you see that it stays level for a while going north, and then it starts going up.
Oh no.
Go up.
Up is bad. So we went down only to go up?
Yeah,
A
I mean,
waste of
you
time,
gotta
these
go up to go
passages.
down. Remind me, Scott, where that ping was.
That
Just
ping
north.
was.
There, you can't see
I
another
need
one.
to
There's
check.
only one.
Reference acknowledged.
Mhm.
I still think this might get us there.
Well, let's just keep on trucking.
Yeah. All right. If there's nothing here, we just retrace our steps.
Let's get there.
Yeah, everywhere you go is there. I don't know what that means, but
That's,
so
I don't either.
Is that Visa's motto or?
So you'll see a passageway that the passageway continues to in a northwardly manner, but you also see a new passageway that is going a little more southernly.
I like new things.
No thanks.
All right. People want to go north or south?
Following the glow.
North?
North.
North we go.
Is there any
just,
difference
like,
in slope
take a quick
between these
peek
two
as we
passages?
go
You hear
this way.
another blood-curdling scream that comes from this passageway here.
Is it following us?
Oh,
Does
maybe.
it sound any more like?
Sounds-
Can we hear anything more about it?
It sounds
closer?
As though it is someone experiencing deep anguish.
This is one of these idiot cultists that's being tortured for the ritual. Let's just leave him alone.
Entirely
Scott, what can
possible.
we see from this corner? Like once we cross this corner,
Oh, you
can
want
we
to
see
go
further down there?
Sure.
I just want. Well, I'm just peeking
further down this
but-
corridor.
Yeah, I just want to
So you see
what's
it
happening.
turns. It goes southern,
this-
south, and then it turns a little bit.
These are the worst corridors.
These are high-grade corridors. I'll have you know.
Wow. I think we should continue to navigate by the passages these screams are not coming from. That's been
Hear, hear.
a solid
Sounds solid
choice
to
so
me,
far.
yeah.
All
Yep.
right, wait a second here.
I second that emotion.
All right, so Omlöl, where you are, you can see some stuff. You see a
All right,
Fancy
we're turning
stuff.
around.
a
Hate
river
stuff.
of thick mud is gushing from somewhere. You can't tell its origin. Running a short way before it gathers into. Can you see that? Yeah, you could just make out this swirling pool of mud. Standing
We've
next
ended
to
up
the
in the
mud.
sewers again.
You notice, let's see, what can you see?
Swirling
You can
pool of
see-
mud.
Oh, we can all go
Terrible
mudding.
album.
It's going to be so great for our skin.
You can see what you can see, which means that you see. Actually, let me move this.
Do we see a
This is
blue
one thing.
line?
You see a blue line. That's the line I drew that you could not see before. But you see
It goes between
a
downtown and UCSD.
an earth elemental encased in armor, and several small creatures composed of thick, dripping mud, kind of capering about.
Capering.
Capering.
Capering
Wow.
Mudmen. Great
Came to the
capering
right
Mudmen,
place.
Batman.
They don't seem to have noticed us, though.
The earth elemental that is armored seems to have its back to you, and it is staring into this swirling pond.
I would think about pushing it in, but it's an earth elemental and it's a river of mud, and I feel like that's probably not going to be as helpful as I'd like it to be.
Probably not.
But it'd be fun.
It would be fun. Let's do it anyway.
Probably see more of this room.
Oh, there's a lot of
That wouldn't even be the seventh dumbest thing you've done in this last couple of days worth of adventuring, Omlöl.
Okay, well, that's I can work my way up the list. There's room for improvement, is what I hear you saying.
There are a lot of these mudmen. Do these look like tough mudders, or are they?
So
do they look like weak little
I've
minion-y type
revealed
guys?
more of the room with the thinking that Carlos and Omlöl are probably peeking in. So there are two kinds of creatures, elemental constructs, if you will, in here. You have encountered the armored earth elementals before. They're myrmidons, which are basically these giant warriors. I'm sharing a picture in Roll20 of one. So they're rock people that wear
That's
armor
cool.
and have a large hammer,
Clobbering time.
earthen hammer. And then the small guys are these tiny little mud fairies, I suppose is the best way, or imps perhaps. They're
methods.
little guys. Yes, they are mephits. They are mud mephits, and they
From
seem
method?
to be.
Yeah.
They're like running all over the place, looking like, and the earth myrmidons are staring into this pool. As the mephids are like throwing mud at them, and some of them are dancing on top of the others' heads.
Are they actually made of mud, or are they just method actors?
Oh.
Oh, God.
This doesn't really appear to be the the ceremony that we are trying to disrupt, though, does it? Like, it looks
No.
like it's just a bunch of capering mudmen.
This is just some sort of weird mud orgy.
just a
Sorry,
bunch of
Erica,
capering mudmen?
I really just want that to be the way you dismiss anything that's, this just looks like a bunch of capering mudmen.
The whole Earth cult is really capering mudmen when you think about it.
You
Anybody
should
see the
respect their
Republican
customs,
debate the other day?
please.
Just a bunch of capering mudmen.
I mean, I'm fine. It's fine for them to have their beliefs. That's totally okay. I'm looking for the person with the belief that their magic weapon can bring an elemental through onto this plane of existence. That's the
No,
belief.
you have
I'm looking for.
encountered, at this point, I believe, 3 elemental nodes where that ritual takes place. This looks like a bunch of capering mudmen around a puddle of mud.
Even coming from Mephits, this seems like madness. Let's just move on.
Now, you do see, from where you're standing, you can make out that there is another, there's more to this room than you can see. And also, you see a passageway that is headed to the west out of the room.
I might suggest we go back to the south and take a look through this one before we decide that we're going to crash a party of capering mudmen.
Or are we heading towards the screaming now?
Yeah.
Screaming or capering, those are your choices.
I'll take screaming over
Ah,
capering
so let's do
any
it.
day
You
of the
two
week.
have been to my holiday party.
Yeah.
It's my wedding. Are you on?
Let me take your
Capering
coat.
side or the
Can I show you
screaming
to the
side?
screaming room or the capering room?
It's like smoking or non-smoking.
Ironically, there's no capering in the capering room.
Do we just want
Lots of
to
screaming.
go down the path, or do we want to send someone to stealthily go down the path? Since
I think
there is
that Shara
the
volunteering? Because Shara is the
Question.
stealthiest.
Sounds like it.
I mean,
Yeah, do it.
Everyone else takes a step back.
Shara likes
Yep.
horrified screaming. Why not? 23.
There's a lot of 23.
What?
All right, Shara,
Where'd Shara go?
That's right. You have never known a person named Shara. That's how good that stealth check is.
Whoa.
Retroactively. So I will read this and then I'll unveil the room to you.
Oh.
Humanoid
Wise.
bones litter the floor of this cavern. Some skeletons are partially intact, their rib cages shattered by boulders lying on top of them. Only one skeleton remains whole, and it clutches to its chest an open-faced steel helmet decorated with a
Sandwich.
golden circlet above the brow, from which 7 small gold spikes project upward.
Shiny.
It is very shiny.
All right.
Maybe we shouldn't have sent Shara.
Oh no. Okay. Skeletons or capering mudmen. They're sounding
Yep.
cuter by the minute.
That's true, although Shara has not reported back yet. So, Shara,
No.
what would you like to do?
Shara likes shiny things.
I will draw. I'll put a little X where the crown is.
All right, so Shara thinks, what would Omlöl and Carlos do?
No, don't
if
think
she
that.
does the opposite?
I'll do the opposite. Good.
Alright.
Got it.
She goes back and says, okay, but there's something really shiny there. Also skeletons. It's a little ominous,
No.
but like
Not like a
little?
node.
No.
How many? Just quick
All
check,
right.
people.
There's
How
only
many
one layer of
skeletons?
skeletons, right?
Only
now.
one layer.
Yeah, that's right.
I think once you're dealing with more than a dozen skeletons, you're solidly into ominous territory.
But also
I think
don't
we
forget that Shara's also a little bit necromantic now, so
Oh.
you know.
Oh yeah, this is
It really
this is
puts the
factoring
romantic
into my
in necromantic.
Yeah.
factoring into my calculations when I say I think we should go back to the room with all the stalactites, and we
There are
noticed that
bones in that room too.
it's true, but there were
The
a lot
bones
of
you know.
purple veins in the rock, and there are more of them to the west, and I feel like maybe that
Oh, we forgot
is
Randy.
a clue
we
that
almost
we want to
left
head
Randy
in that
behind.
direction. At least we should check it out before we have to go through a room that includes
yeah.
a whole bunch of
Let's
skeletons.
keep shopping.
Or
I agree.
mudmen.
We have capering mudmen and creepy skeletons. Let's keep looking because I don't like those
What's
options.
behind door number 3?
Yeah.
So
Okay, fine.
For now, we might come back. You never know. We're not coming back.
I mean, once this is all over, you loot to your heart's content. You can take all the shinies, all of them, assuming that these tunnels don't completely fill with like molten rock.
All right. So, Carlos, as you are walking down that path, everyone feels this. A tremor shakes the entire structure, or dungeon, I suppose, if you will. And underneath Carlos, there's a large cracking as a fissure opens, and he falls in.
Oh no.
Down 50 feet.
We have rope.
Give me
But-
a
Exactly
dexterity
50 feet
saving.
of rope.
We don't need rope.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Can I, straight up dexterity, or can I do like
Is it-
acrobatics or?
You can do acrobatics.
Is it just under Carlos, or does Zotasha?
It is just under
Fall as
Carlos.
well.
It
Carlos.
extends, in front of Carlos, but he gets caught by it.
24.
All right, Carlos, you take
No damage.
You take no damage. I don't think that's true. You take 16 points of
All right,
damage, and now you're on the bottom of a 50-foot fissure in the ground.
Randy's
Now, you
going to
do
fly
notice-
his butt down there and see what's going on. If you
Oh,
need a lift out of there, you're good.
Randy can fly.
Because he's a Pegasus.
Hey, what's down here, Scott? Anything good?
There's some
Is there
rocks.
a doorway?
There's glowing purple crystals
Oh.
embedded in the rocks.
More of those
It
purple
seems
crystals.
As you look at the walls, they are rough, so you feel like you could climb up if you wanted to, if you didn't have a Pegasus nearby,
Hey, pal.
or even if you do have a Pegasus nearby, you can still climb up the walls. It's up to you.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
if you want to
Randy give me a
insult a
ride back up.
Pegasus.
Hey, Randy, give me a ride.
Okay.
All right,
He
And
can't
then,
speak, but he does lower his head and allows you to hop on.
Oh, there you go. That Randy.
He does a
rotate
barrel
us
roll.
back up to the top.
Do a barrel roll, Randy.
And then everyone can. We don't even need to bother you. Everyone else can, as long as you are careful, you can inch yourselves around the fissure, and there's no danger to you falling in.
Okay.
That was
I'm
just
very, very
random
klutzy, but
Carlos
I
peril.
also currently take no falling damage. So
I'm surprised you got
I'm
out
not
of there,
worried.
Carlos, because for like 5 seconds you were
That's
the
the
Fissure King, and now you're just a commoner again.
Wow.
Grudgingly.
Wow.
I don't appreciate cracks like that, Steve.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Well, how about this one?
All right, so you
All right,
can
let's-
make yourselves back in
Yes.
the previous cavern that also has bones all over the floor, and you have this semi-explored passageway to the northwest. that
I
goes
look at
then
Shara and
suddenly.
say, there might be something shiny over there.
We all just going home now, or what's our?
All right. In search of more potential shinies.
Sure, an image of that crown is conjured up in your
You should
head.
go back to that plane with, like, retire to the plane with the Victorian hippos.
Victorian hippos.
Like, why are we? I mean, I guess we're heroes or something.
You are Athos's mightiest heroes.
Poor Athos.
Actually, we
You-
are.
you
That's
mean,
the
like,
truth? We actually
Athos, I mean, maybe we're like tears, my days.
I mean, most people on Athos don't live till level 10. By virtue of that alone, I mean,
No, I
And they
think
start at level 3.
I think we are literally Athos's mightiest heroes, and that's how bad this place is.
Oh, wow. We should probably adjust our behavior
At least send an apology card or something. like,
Yeah.
to
Shara,
society.
Candy
are
wrap.
you doing
very
something?
sorry.
Somebody doing something?
Which way do we want to go?
West.
West. Okay.
Young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to
That way.
I'll
do
try
know,
to stealth.
We're plane of existence inspectors, really.
Oh,
It's a
even
25
better.
this time.
Goodness gracious. All right, you stealthily just put yourself where you'd like to be. All right, so Shara, that corridor continues to the south, and you notice that it goes underneath this little stone bridge that you may recall from when you came in to the Black Geode. You took a peek in there. I don't think you actually saw what was in there, but it continues under there for quite a ways.
Okay. Again, well, there's nothing shiny, so there's not really a debate. I'll go back and tell
Plus
the
they're
group
screaming.
that it's
But it is going downwardly, apparently, if it's going under
Yeah.
the other.
it's further subterranean, no screaming.
No capering. No
So
I mean,
screaming.
that
Okay,
sounds
for
good
it.
on both counts.
Yeah, no pile of skeletons.
I didn't
All
comment
right.
on the skeletons.
All right, I think that we should at least try going that way. And if we run into another pool of capering mud people, then we'll reassess.
As you do.
If we keep going down soon enough, we'll reach the core.
The
Mm,
only way out is through.
yep. Well, let's go through. Who wants to lead
Okay.
this time? I look at Carlos and Omlöl.
Omlöl goes first. I go second. That's how we do this.
Okie dokie. Let's
Okay.
do it.
I don't love both of the really tanky people being in front because I'm afraid we're going to get attacked from behind. But
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. If you want your tanks at the back, you could. That's a choice.
no, like one of each. I like the tank sandwich.
Omlöl, it might be
Yes, sir.
dangerous. You go first.
Which are we going, north or west? Which way do we land on?
West.
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 Over
Let's
here,
go.
Omlöl.
Yes.
Over here.
Young man.
Okay, yes, me
All right,
straight
so
on
this-
until morning.
This corridor goes underneath this little bridge.
Ooh, me like a good bridge. Though this more
Like
more of a tunnel.
musically, or-
And you see kind of an eerie glow ahead of you.
Oh, that's a
the-
good sign.
Seemingly.
very eerie.
And then is that where you're stopping? Okay, there you go.
No, just keep going. No, keep
All
going until
right.
you tell me to stop.
Couchcar, move
This
your token.
cave is a forest of glowing crystals which grow like foliage on slender stone columns that make it difficult to gauge the chamber's true side. Side? I can't say the size. There you go.
Size.
Chamber's true size. Slumped against one of the columns is a dead man wearing a stone breastplate.
Oh,
It's not shiny though, I guess.
and not a
And he's
skeleton.
probably only got one skeleton, so we're improving.
I'm rolling perception on that. Oh, I rolled a 1, so 7.
He does, in fact, have one skeleton.
It's hard to determine how many skeletons he has at the moment.
You can't see
with that
inside.
roll.
There could be lots of skeletons in there.
Yeah.
There he is.
Depends how good he is at chewing.
You know, I have it on good authority that 80% of the human body is skeleton. So
The rest is air.
that's right.
I got nothing.
The other 50%.
All right. So do we want to continue? Give the skeleton wide a berth?
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea before we go too far in there for somebody to take a good close look at one of those crystals that's sticking out. I want to make sure that they're not going to, I don't know, explode into the shards and poke us or take over our minds or something like that. I don't think my Arcana is super great. It's not.
Mine's not
Actually,
either.
it's not so bad. It's +4.
You might start with just some perception.
That's true. But Omlöl got a 7.
Yeah, we're
So we know
better
everything
than
there is
that.
to know.
Was he looking at the body or the crystal?
He was looking at the body.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
that's
what
true.
I was looking at. I rolled so low.
All right. I will
I'll
come
go-
up to
We
about
wanted
this
to
far.
see.
Okay.
What are we
I will-
perceiving?
I'm specifically looking at the crystals. Somebody else can maybe look at the room itself, but I'm looking at the crystals with Arcana, and that is a 13. Did it seem magic?
I mean, so you know that crystals, there are a variety of magical crystals. It does not appear as though these are particularly magical. They are glowing, which is unusual, but there are, that
feels
could
like
just
magic.
be, could be you also have noticed, all of you have noticed strange things have been happening to the terrain here, i.e. Carlos just fell down a crack and in the floor. So it could be, you can hypothesize that the kind of the elemental energy that has been harnessed in the elemental node is having its impact on the terrain, and that these glowing crystals perhaps are a result of that.
Kachka's going to hop on Randy in case the floor opens up again.
Okay.
I'll do, I guess I'll just check the room generally. Is there anything super unusual here? I know that the circumstances are weird. Is there anything that strikes me as extra weird?
Throw
in
like
the
a
room?
rock in there and see if the crystals shoot out of the wall like
Yeah,
cacti.
something.
Oh.
That's actually not a bad idea.
And that's a
thank you.
21.
You're welcome.
Actually, not a bad idea. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
So Shara, you with a 21, you sense that this room has been set up purposefully to kind of grow or encourage these crystals, because they are growing on these kind of slender stone columns that don't seem natural. They do seem to have spread, across the room as well. And as I said, or at least attempted to say several times, the number of crystals in here make it difficult to ascertain the true size of the room.
Yeah.
So
And also
you
to count
think
It's like a crystal farm.
it is like a crystal farm, exactly. You also would think, and I imagine you're thinking about this, it would be difficult to move through this room without touching some crystals.
Okay.
Guys, I feel like it would be difficult to move through this room without touching some crystals. I was just thinking about that.
Okay, me touch all the crystals then.
That's
Really looks like they're cultivating crystals here.
Oh, because they're a cult. I get it.
Ah,
I like it.
I don't.
Yes. Oh, that's kind of like, how all these celebrities are growing marijuana nowadays. This seems to be their
don't follow
their
that,
growing
Scott.
crystals.
You
They're
think-
all doing
you think
it.
that this cult is run
Hollywood
by
elites,
Athasian
marijuana
celebrities?
farms. I think so.
Face
Wow,
just
Scott,
celebrities in that
Scott, did
crystal
you
farm.
get
Wordle.
to be 100 years old yesterday? I don't understand what happened.
I'm telling you, ever since the movies have started talking, it's downhill.
Talkies. So I don't know if do we want to risk triggering some kind of crystal event, or
I mean, we don't know for sure that this is the direction we need to go, but if it is the direction we need to go, we're going to have to go through here eventually.
Do
And
you
this is
think-
going down, and it's extra crystally. I don't know. It feels extra, I don't know,
Crystal to the
Regdar
west
do-
of
could
us,
Regdar do a
screaming to the
quick
right of us.
Arcana check on the chance that a crystal's going to destroy us.
Sure.
Yeah, roll a d100.
You'll probably do
Critical
better than I
fail, which is
Oh,
still a
you
9 for
did-
Regdar.
Oh,
You did not do
Well,
better than I did.
Regdar knows that you're always in danger of being destroyed by a crystal.
Is anyone?
Does Regdar have anxiety too? Oh no!
I'm gonna take my sword and just chop off a crystal off the wall and see if it breaks off and what happens.
Is anyone good at medicine to check the body to
All right,
see
Carlos.
how
Well,
it...
in order to do that, you must enter
yeah,
the room.
Kachka
Oh.
is moving away from Carlos.
I'm just going to the first crystal that
The crystal
I see.
you're holding expands to encompass your entire arm.
Whoa. All right. Well, okay, Carlos.
I'll let the
you-
medicine check happen first. Then
okay.
if I have to venture into the room first, I'm gonna wait on that one. I just
So, what
thought
are we doing with a medicine check?
Mine's +2.
to look at the
So
dead
is
body.
mine. So how bad could
Oh,
it
look
be?
at the dead body. I see.
Presumed dead body.
Is
Oh.
the
that- I
medicine
rolled
check
a-
to see if we can
I-
smoke these things?
I rolled a 5. He dead.
Crush.
He is dead. Omlöl is certain that dead body is dead.
I feel like to do a full on.
95% sure.
Yeah, I think we'd have to get closer to do a really good medicine check. I think that it's worth Carlos just trying to lop one of them off the wall and see what happens.
First one I see as I'm getting close to enter the room,
Sure.
but
I will say
before
you
I'm
don't have to enter
stepping
the
or
room.
touching on
There's
any
one,
others.
right. Yes. Carlos, you swing your sword.
Yeah.
Is that it? And you shatter a crystal. Little crystal shards go everywhere and don't cause any damage, but make it unpleasant for the people that are nearby. So that would be Carlos and Zotasha, and maybe even Shara get kind of pelted with little sharp bits of crystal.
Nothing happens.
But now we are
Well, you shattered a
sparkly.
crystal, but nothing further happens.
Shinies. I don't mind the sparkle. I'm not. I'm
that's
not
true.
gonna
It's
lie.
like you've been glittered, so
Yep.
you'll be like that for the rest of the
Forever.
for the rest of your
And-
lives.
So we might as well go
Glitter
through this
trail.
room now. Yep.
This room is just the Athos equivalent of a bedazzler.
It's a bedazzling room. That's right.
All right, we're in. Let's go.
Say no more.
You had me at B.
All right, let's. I feel like it's probably not wise for me to go first, but I will if nobody else is
will
brave enough
happily
to.
wade through a bunch of crystals.
So Tasha might be able to
Right.
fly right through the crystal.
Omlöl, give
Slowly.
me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, this is.
Well, will not surprise you to know that is not my strong suit.
He's the wisest of us. Well,
I got a 10.
Yeah, the one that lost his soul.
Alrighty.
He unburdened his soul.
It was a burden.
All right.
I mean, it's not like his behavior has changed a lot since then, which really
True.
makes me kind of honestly that
What
asks
the
a lot of
souls are
questions
kind of
about.
extraneous, right?
Yeah,
in fact,
what
it was
is-
taking up
makes you
space that he
wonder.
sets filled with things like communing with nature. I mean, he's
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
like,
you
better
know,
man.
It's like an appendix, basically.
So
I
Omlöl,
just-
you are
it's not like
there are
he- it
crystals
has
all
made him
over
a
you.
bad
You're
person.
not crystals all over you. Crystals near you. You are amongst the crystals.
can you see
have
further
brushed
into
against
the
some.
room?
You can see further into the room. That's an excellent point.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome. I will
more
reveal.
crystals.
It is chock-a-block with crystals, as they say in the crystal biz.
the crystal room is being filled.
Are these soldiers' crystals?
Those are the stone columns.
No, you can't tell the
that's,
difference between
They've
regular
replaced
and
these with.
Yeah.
Earth or
No, that's
Earth
actually really
crystals.
nice coffee. They snuck it out. They snuck the Folgers crystals out.
I could burn quite a few psi points and take on misty form, so I could
Like-
zip through the room quickly. And
So far, nothing has happened, right?
it's true.
that we know
So-
of.
As far as the very wise Omlöl knows.
But like every place is that, right? Every place is we don't know what awful things.
True.
Okay, yeah.
So why is
that's
it
fair.
saying different?
You guys are being very
Because
cautious
it's an
this
ominous room
session.
full of crystals.
None of these crystals have screamed at us, so it seems like we're up one. We haven't figured out what murdered that guy, though, right?
I mean,
That is
twice.
true. Omlöl has stopped, so he could continue if he would like to examine, or other people could do
I'm
things.
not letting him get too far away,
Oh, okay.
so I am following Omlöl as
All right.
per usual.
Does that guy
Zotasha,
look recently
give me
dead?
a wisdom saving throw.
Is he like? Does he look like the crystals attacked him from outside or from inside? You know?
Omlöl needs to get closer to see what? There's still flesh on him, so you know he hasn't.
Ooh, what? Should lead with
21.
that.
Not a skeleton.
All right. Not a skeleton. He's a meaty skeleton, as the doctors say.
I want different doctors.
Yeah, those
None
are
of
not
our time
good,
I've
even
gone
by-
to my doctor. And he's like, you got a good meaty skeleton on you.
All right. I'm going to turn back to everybody. I'm going to say this place is really
Dan,
weird.
that is a butcher, and I have asked you to stop getting medical care there.
I feel like we shouldn't
Hey,
all
what
come
doctor
in
isn't,
here
huh?
until
Oh, scathing.
sussed. So does it curve around to the south? Can Omlöl see now?
Oh, yes, you can. You can see that.
I can see clearly.
There's just like a little.
Okay, so it's
yeah.
not another passageway.
Okay, how do I have to make? Did I move far enough in the room to get close enough to this guy without making another?
You
check?
need to be there. You can give me a medicine check or whatever. Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what.
I will come next to Omlöl, and I will also make a medicine check. We will.
I got a 12.
All right, so you both are right next to him, so you can see that this is clearly one
I got
of
a
the
20.
Earth cultist guards that you've seen a million times wearing their stone armor, and with
you
a
got
20.
So basically, as Zotasha relates things, Amal does the thing where like she'll be like, "He's dead," and as soon as she says a word, he like chimes in like, "Dead." Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
dandelion.
Me
Dead.
agree.
I mean dead.
100. Me concur. 100%.
So he is dead. You know for sure he is dead because he has a large wound in his neck.
Is he warm?
Is there a crystal sticking through it, or is
There's he is laying atop crystals, and there's blood. His blood has flowed across many crystals, but it does not appear as though the crystals are related in any way to his injuries.
All right. Does it look like his blood has seeped into the crystals in some way that maybe they gashed his neck open on purpose to feed the crystals with his blood?
It does not. It looks
Wow,
like his
that is
blood
the-
is
way
that's
too
what
much
I-
Doctor Who.
It's like, if you were murdered in a fine china shop, your blood would be sprayed across the china, but that doesn't mean the china is soaking and drinking your blood.
I feel like
Depends
we
on
need
the
to
China
test
shop.
that hypothesis. Before we're
All right,
sure
to
of
the
that.
fine china shop.
Let's go.
Right.
Does her 20 get
can I
anything
take
else,
a look?
Scott? Is there any other?
He's been dead for, let's say,
35
days.
seconds. Oh,
1d4 days.
Okay. I have rolled a 20 on perception. Is there
1d6.
anything about his person?
there's something about his
like-
person. You're not sure what it is.
You can't. He has a certain
Me
je ne sais
find
quoi.
drawn to him. Does he have any stuff?
He's got some stuff.
Got a meaty
He
skeleton.
does have a meaty skeleton. That does need to be revealed, though.
No. Hard pass.
He is wearing this very heavy
Have we been
stone.
so desensitized to skeletons that we can't not see a corpse and just think that's a skeleton that's meaty? Like we can't just take in a corpse as like this is a person.
I'm with you.
And it's like we view
Kids
everything
today.
now through a lens of where are you on the to becoming a skeleton continuum?
It's the circle of life.
We're all just skeletons deep inside, Tony.
All right,
Just
thanks,
a question
they
of
might
how
be
deep.
giants.
So he's encased in this. It's a guy, and he is encased in this stone plate mail that you've seen before. So you could take some time and unwrap him. He also has a stone morning star that has fallen out of his hands.
Does he look like an Earth cultist that we've?
He looks like a black earth guard that you've encountered before.
Okay.
I mean, the archetype, you do not recognize this particular person.
Oh, it's Ray.
Why is he here by himself? It's
Ray's a
weird.
loner.
Okay. I dig. All right.
Shame
so
about him.
Should we just keep
I think
going?
I think just the two of us. I say to Elmo, I think that you and I should go until we can see that there is either an exit to this room or not an exit to this room, and then have everybody else follow us if we think that they should, but not have everybody tromp through here. I still just don't trust all of these crystals.
Umla, what is your movement?
pretty good. Why do you ask?
I would like you to take your full movement and run down the corridor. This corridor.
Which corridor? That
Like
corridor?
back away.
Yep. So you see Umlal running out of the room,
You gotta go. We forgot something. Left oven on.
That's the opposite of what I just said.
Omlöl need to make movement.
Do I have any idea?
Ready to
Basically
kick
run.
your butt now.
I can't get much. I can't go any farther than that without running into Carlos, or like I can't stop in his space. But
Well, you're doing a double move because you're running.
I'm doing a double move. Bye, Carlos. See you later.
Can we try to grab him as he goes by?
Bye.
Grab him. Grab that Omlöl.
Nope, me gone. Move 40 feet per move.
And he stops there and kind of shakes his head.
It's like
Nope.
that
What
scene
just happened?
Nope.
in Star Wars where Chewie doesn't want to go back into the trash compactor, basically.
That just makes me want to go this way even more.
Now that Omlöl's not here, I want to stay here.
Boy, I can teleport back if I need to.
I'm guessing I failed that wisdom check.
Maybe.
I rolled a 10.
I mean,
Let's all agree.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
the wise
I-
move
you
to run the hell
probably did.
back down the hall. I don't know.
Oh, good call.
It might be. It might be. Let's see. How far can I? Let's see. So all these crystals are glowing, right? So it's hard to see
They
just
are.
how big the room is, but it's not like it gets dark at some point.
Well, you haven't been here long enough, so you don't know if it gets dark at some point. But it doesn't darken
Right.
in the room itself. There's not a dark point.
I will telepathically say to Shara, I'm going to go just a little bit farther and see what I can see. That freaked me out that Omlöl ran away, but maybe they're trying to hide something.
Oh, they're trying to hide something.
Okay. Can I communicate back?
No,
Or
but
do
I
you
can
just-
see you,
yeah,
so you
okay.
can, if you
Just
nod,
thumbs up.
I'll see it.
Or you can just say out loud, okay.
I don't know after Omlöl just ran by and I don't know why.
All right, I'm
Not even
taking a few
Omlöl
more
knows
steps into
why.
the room. Can I
All
see any farther now?
You can. You can see, dun dun dun, there's a corridor this way. And you also hear coming from that corridor like some sort of roaring, rumbling, deep, not roaring, roar is not the right word, deep kind of rumble. And you
So like a roar?
Not a roar, more of a rumble.
Okay.
Let's get ready to roar.
And then you see
More
another
geological.
passageway going to the northwest. So there are two passageways, one to the northwest and one to the northeast. I don't know if you
All right, I'm going
this
to
one's
come
over
back
here.
and report.
How high is the ceiling in there?
That is a good question. The ceiling heights in this cavern are mostly so the tunnels are 15 feet high, and the caverns, so which would include this crystal cavern, are 30 feet high.
Okay.
And is that
And-
enough that if Randy or I were flying, we'd be able to keep away from the crystals?
That was the second question.
It would be
Or
very
are
difficult.
they long enough?
There are lots
Okay.
and lots of crystals.
Okay. I this may not be the way that we need to go, but it certainly feels like it could be. So,
Yeah, it does seem like it.
I mean, has Omlöl come back? Has somebody go check on
Nope,
Omlöl?
I'm gone.
He
I
just
went home.
he stopped there. He didn't come back. He can do whatever it is he wants. I think he just wants some alone time.
Omlöl, we miss you. Come back.
Are Crystal still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you do you know why you ran away, Omlöl?
No. Just
That's what
I
worries
needed
me.
to go.
Omlöl, sometimes we feel feelings, and that's okay.
You know, I like to talk
And
about
sometimes we
feelings.
feel feelings, and it's not okay.
Because
we
they've
need
been
to
revealed to
determine.
us by psychic monsters or crystals.
Or a couple of us could go and try to just check out the corridors on the other side and see if they actually continue or if they're just like little dead end hallways or something.
Yes.
The
all of
question is then
these-
how did the rest of us get across, right? Like,
Well, I mean, maybe we don't need to. That's why I'm thinking.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but if we do need to, then it doesn't, then yeah.
Then
I
we
don't know.
book it.
Yeah,
But
50, I feel like. I'm willing to try again. I just don't think it's necessarily going to go that much better, but who knows? Maybe I'll roll well.
maybe you should sit this one out, Almo. Maybe Carlos should.
Yes. Carlos
try.
noted for his wisdom saves are definitely way better than mine, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, Zotasha doesn't realize that there's a wisdom save involved. This
Well,
is
then maybe your wisdom's
Character
not
versus
great
player.
either.
Oh. So what would you like to do?
all right. Zotasha says, "Okay, I'm marching through this room. Maybe
Okay.
somebody wants to come with me. Maybe somebody doesn't.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Ooh.
Carlos says, "I'll protect
Okay.
you. I'm
Oh,
tough.
Thank
excellent.
you, Carlos.
I ain't afraid of no crystals." He
Carlos
says.
promptly
All right, I
falls
wanna-
and impales himself on a large crystal.
All right, I want to go
But I'm
back
not
to the
afraid
same-
of it.
Same spot I
Carlos,
I already
was.
killed
give
one.
give me a wisdom saving throw, please, Carlos.
6.
Excellent.
Okay, so Carlos, you enter the room and you just stop and gaze in awe at the crystals. And you're just
mean, they're pretty cool.
Hypnotized.
overwhelmed by the beauty, the natural beauty that you are surrounded by.
Wow.
Carlos, you
Did
lived
a
a tough
crystal.
life. The sand of the arena was just, all you knew. You never knew such beautiful things were
Cavern.
possible.
Like the sand outside of the
All
arena.
the way.
Oh, yeah. But it's
I mean,
different sand.
I've seen Carlos stop and look at cool, pretty stuff before.
normal
So I
car.
just keep going about this far. Can I see any farther?
Have you ever really looked at crystals?
Are there blacklight
before?
posters around here somewhere? Feels like there should
So,
be.
Zotasha, as you are going further up, you see, you hear this
Yeah,
rumbling intensify since you're getting closer to the source.
But there are fewer crystals, it looks like.
There are fewer crystals that way, and that is a corridor that is going up. And then you see over here, this corridor is also going up, continuing to go to the northwest, but going upward. So both this corridor is going up, and the other one is going down.
All
Is that
right.
right?
I turn
no, this
back
one
to
is going
Carlos.
down. So the one to the northwest is going
Oh.
down. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And the one to the northeast is going up. I apologize.
All right. Zotasha, I turn around as if to say to Carlos, and Carlos is way back there. So I go back to Carlos and I say, Carlos, it looks like that one's going down and that one's going. And I wave my hand in front of his face. Anything?
He does
Nothing?
not react to you at all.
What if I grab his hand and gently pull him back toward the rest of the group? Will he come or is he just rooted in its spot?
He will follow you, but he is not interacting. And he's just, and after about, I don't know, 5 seconds or so, he snaps out of it.
All right.
Whoa.
Yeah, I in that time, I've led him back to the group.
Those crystals are awesome.
I don't
turned
even
him into Shaggy.
understand what you
Wow.
people are going on about.
Zoinks.
Regdar strides into the crystal room.
Zotasha follows him immediately.
Oh, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Would you say that this
Regdar.
is a spell or magical effect?
That's an excellent question.
That's an okay question.
I would say no.
Okay. Regdar seemingly is super wise. I rolled a 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even understand what's going on. I'm just walking around.
I mean, it is pretty, right?
Regdar's
fine.
looking for
Says
crystals.
It's, I mean,
Okay, so
okay.
Zotasha, we get to here,
It's
and
fine.
I point. I say, see that corridor? There's some rumbling. It kind of goes up over in that direction. It's kind of going down. I feel like that's probably the way we need to go.
I mean, we're not just going to stand
What do you
here
think?
and not go through the crystal cavern all day, right? Like, let's do this.
I hope not. Let's just okay. How do you want to get the rest of these yahoos through this room without running away or stopping?
Well, it's not by calling us yahoos. Thank you very much.
I was whispering, but I guess it echoed through the crystals.
Yahoos, yahoos. Carlos and Umlal, give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Another wisdom saving throw.
Boom, 20.
16.
All right.
I think we should just try to make it through as fast as we can, and everybody keep an
All right,
eye on everybody
left or
else.
right, Zotasha?
Left.
All right, everybody, this way. And I've cast a firebolt in that direction. I can do magic.
All
Why
right.
not?
It scorches the wall.
And I scamper to the left.
All right.
Snapper.
Now, does everybody make it through, or
Well, we'll see. Shara, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't think I get advantage. Hang on. Yeah, no. Okay, so 7.
All right, so what is your maximum move? Mint?
Now this way,
30.
guys. This way.
And you will run down the corridor as well. So just place yourself. So Shara walks in, looks around, with her eyes says nope, and runs down the corridor.
The traditional way to look around.
Yep.
Oh,
No, she says nope with her
wanna use your
eyes.
eyes.
She looks with her.
Hey,
I
where you
come back
going,
this
Shara?
far.
Oh.
Like,
And give me another wisdom saving throw when you have a moment, Shara. What are you doing, Kachka?
I'm keeping an eye on Shara for now in case something crazy happens.
How about a 0 on that?
Ooh. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you that's not good.
Surprise!
You know. So Shara is runs past Kachka and Randy and just kind of stops and just stands there. What do, everybody? So we'll start with Kachka. Kachka, what do you do? Shara
We're
has
gonna
kind
head
of
over
a
and see
vacant
if we can-
expression.
Yeah. Randy and I are going to head over and just try and give her like a little shake to see if we can knock her out of whatever it is that she's got going on.
Okay. What is everyone in the room doing? So you all saw Shara come in and run away.
I went to the center of
know
the room
that
so that I could
feeling.
see.
Regdar is going to head
Both
north
sides.
and just to make sure nothing's sneaking up on
Yeah.
us from this tunnel.
Carlos will
to
go
murder
with
us.
Regdar. Carlos is being,
Carlos and Regdar
minded.
together again.
Amla will
Never
try to
gonna get
call
murdered.
after Shara. Be Shara, come back.
Shara, come with me. Regdar and
It okay?
Carlos,
Crystal's not that scary.
give me perception checks, please.
Okay.
And Shara, give me
12.
Wisdom saving throw.
Hot
Please.
4 coming out.
12 from Carlos.
All right. You don't see or hear anything unusual.
I got a 10 on my wisdom save.
All right. So, Shara, you kind of seem to gather your wits about you, and you realize that you're standing in the corridor for some reason, and Kachka is in front of you.
Kachka says hi.
That was weird.
Are you good?
I guess. I think so.
Cool. I'm going to go check out this crystal room.
Okay, I'm right behind you, I guess.
Do you have a particularly low wisdom?
-1.
Oh, I thought that was Kachka asking Shara. It's a weird
I'm not
question.
very wise. No, Kachka. In case you hadn't noticed.
So here's what I'm thinking. There's probably room for 2 on Randy. And Randy's got a pretty decent wisdom. So if you want to hop up with me, we can
That's
close
a good
our eyes
idea.
and strap in as much as we
You're
can.
going to
and-
lash yourselves to Randy, or you
Sure.
just fall
No.
off when you're frightened?
That's true. Nothing bad has ever happened when someone says, close your eyes and strap in.
Oh boy.
I'm willing to try it.
All right, let's give it a go. All right, so we're going to start heading in. Randy
right.
is with us aboard.
Randy and Kachka, please
Man,
give
it's
me,
hard to
and actually
imagine that we
Shara,
had an
give
adventure before
me
there was Randy.
wisdom saving throws.
My
No,
eyes
Randy
are closed
just-
if it makes any difference.
I'm sorry, me too, Scott?
Yes, please.
Oh, Lord. It's a 10.
Well, that's a 0 for me.
Oh, no.
It's the best.
And Randy got an 18,
Good old Randy.
which is good because Randy is very fast. We would be like back in the air temple.
It's true. So, Shara,
Yeah.
I would like you to make a melee attack against Kachka.
I knew it was coming, and yet. All right, so I'm guessing Shara's going to pull out her dagger. It's an 18.
Nice
Kachka,
shot.
just look at this.
Well, that's a hit for sure.
Yeah.
Just a dagger. I'll be all right.
Does it do sneak attack damage?
And it's 4 piercing damage.
I mean, it was surprising.
It was a surprise. That's true. Maybe you should.
I don't
sneak
think it's.
I forget how
it's
sneak
not
attack
eligible.
works.
Thanks for bringing it up,
No.
Dan.
I don't
Really
think so.
appreciate it.
attack. No, it isn't. Let's say no.
Okay.
All right. So you take 4 points of damage as a dagger slides between some plates in your carapace.
Ow.
And also, Kachka, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Why not?
because Ketchka, you jump off of Randy, and you
Get a 6.
fall down. So you don't move, but you kind of crumple under Randy, looking like you want to scuttle.
How far into the room were they when this had Randy gotten when all of this started to happen?
Basically right there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So they didn't even get in the room.
No, they did get in the room. So right here.
Just there.
And so Ketchka's there. Shara's still on Randy.
At least I'm out of stabbing range now. That was actually a pretty sweet roll.
So what do the rest of you do? You see, Zotasha certainly sees it. Carlos and Regdar do not. And Omlöl, of course, sees it as well.
We're off having our own adventure.
What are you doing? Shara, should I also stab Ketchka?
No. Omlöl, grab.
Kachka says no.
I say, Omlöl, grab Shara, pick her up, carry her over to Regdar and Carlos.
He cannot.
Okay.
Shara is on Randy, flying.
Is Randy flying though? Oh, I didn't realize Randy was flying.
I think Randy
This
was
is going to
flying.
be a little
thought it was
tricky.
running.
I think Randy's just hoofing it. It doesn't seem like 30 feet is...
Well, then Randy.
Almost like
Omlöl
8 feet
can
tall.
grab
He's like
Shara.
running around trying to grab
And
Shara.
Shara, give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
This is for who?
Shara.
Too.
Oh, okay.
And
My
Ketchka.
favorite thing. That's an
Woo!
18.
That's a good roll.
All right. So Shara, you kind of come to your senses as you see Omlöl grabbing your waist and trying to take you off of Randy. So you can do what you will.
I think as punishment, you should just have to be carried across the room by Omlöl.
And Ketchka, give me another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay.
Was I aware of what I was doing?
No.
So I don't necessarily know what happened as Omlöl is carting me off?
You have hazy memories of some sort of excellent attack.
You are holding a dagger that's coated in bug ichor, but other than that...
And then you look down, you see Ketchka
Kawinka-dink.
at your feet, and Ketchka has a very, in her multifaceted eyes seem to be glazed over as her mandibles are open, and she just looks dazed.
Me think you hit her pretty hard.
What is happening?
Just get her out of here, Omlöl. I'll worry about Ketchka.
Alma will try to carry Shara across the.
I mean, Randy
caves
can just
towards-
book it. He can fly 90 feet on a turn, so...
Sure, and Steve, you can move Randy. Randy is fine, so Randy can act normally.
Okay.
And if Shara's not resisting Omlöl's picking her up, then you don't need to roll anything.
I think that after running 60 feet and waking up like 60 feet away from where I was, and then having a dagger covered in Kachka blood, I think I'm just going to let Omlöl carry me off.
Okay.
Just go with it, friend.
Enjoy the ride.
Yep.
Over there.
Piggyback ride.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are stuck to each other. But
So Kachka has fallen off Randy. Randy's... Keep going, Randy. So I'm going to try to shake Kachka out of it.
Or you
Randy
could just
says
throw Kachka
nay.
onto Randy. Wow, that would work too.
I mean, I could try. I'm not very strong, but...
you would need to give me a strength check. Based
I mean,
on,
I'll try it. Like,
Sure.
that's probably...
It's, I would say, not that hard. Like a 12.
I rolled a 4, and that is +0. So
These are some good rolls, people.
So you're,
mean,
you're
this is-
struggling with
strength is not
Ketchka,
my
but
strength.
Ketchka, give me another wisdom saving throw.
We're going to die here, but just seconds before we would have died for old age anyway. So
Remember that time where some of us were able to cross a room?
I telepathically say, snap out of it,
Not
bud.
yet.
It's like a
Well,
level
that's
10
happening.
room, Tony.
Carlos and Regdar, what
Okay.
are you doing? So you have a little time before Omlöl and Shara show up. So if you wanted to, you tell me what you want to do.
I mean, I would.
Or are you just waiting? If you're just waiting,
and,
that's fine.
and for everybody to
keep-
get across the terrible room.
Let's peek north. I mean, I think we
You want
should
to peek
keep
to the
our
north?
Yeah, let's keep our
What could
distance
go
from these
wrong?
crystals. What could go wrong?
Now you're trying to be stealthy.
No.
Sure. Okay, I guess
One
not.
is-
I'm following Regdar. If
now you
Regdar's
say
trudging-
sure and you say no.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, well, I rolled
all
a
right.
19 for stealth, and Regdar is just going jump, 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 jump.
I mean,
Jump is
I'm
right.
wearing like sandals. I don't have armor. I'm naturally stealthy.
Ah, yes, the noisiest of footwear, the sandal.
Yeah.
So you guys see this opens up into a cavern.
Good
And
news, everybody! It opens up into a cavern.
And you could probably see a few things.
I can see
First-
a few things.
There's a bridge, across the cavern in the distance. You also hear a strange kind of cacophony of clacking.
There's some clacking. Kachka, can you get in on this?
And
Would you categorize it as a cacophony of clacking?
Oh yeah, totes.
And you see some creatures who perhaps have not noticed you yet.
Perhaps.
Oh, they look large and friendly. Like they're gonna give us hugs.
Yes, they are large. They have large beaks. They have 4 limbs that all end in hooks, and they are kind of clacking about the cavern.
Hooks
They
for
look a bit
hands, menacing.
horrific.
Hooks for feet, impractical.
Well,
You ever got a hug from
was-
someone with hooks, like for hand, like a giant monster with hooked hands and hooked feet? That's not good.
it's
a lot of-
it's quite a hug.
There's 3
lot
of
of
these,
sharp.
these hook friends.
4 of these.
Yes,
Oh,
and
4.
so
Oh.
you have and Kashko, did you do your wisdom saving throw?
Kashka got a 16.
All right, Kashka, you kind of shake your head and you are like, oh, where's Randy? Oh, there's Randy.
Randy's
There's
right
Randy.
Get on the horse.
Yeah, Kachka would
The
like to
Pegasus.
hop up as quickly as possible onto Randy. And then
All
Randy
right.
would like to book it through the room.
Yep, off you go. Zotasha trudges across
All right, so
the
tell
room.
me where everyone is going.
Just trying to
Regdar
catch
and
up.
Carlos, what have you? So, Omlöl and Shara, you arrive at this entrance and you don't see Regdar and Carlos.
Well, once we see what's going on here, we're going to back down
Yeah.
the
Okay,
corridor.
so you
a
see
little
them-
bit,
This
right,
seems like
Regdar?
a little less of a party than the
Okay,
the
so
mud friends.
Hey guys, there's monsters. We have to go back through the crystal room.
Yeah.
the rest of the party arrives just as Regdar and Carlos are coming back. You meet up and
Oh, we made it! Finally, we get across the room of crystals. Thank Athos that we don't have to deal with that again. Where are we going?
Carlos
So,
and Regdar
shall we
explain that they found
continue?
a cavern with clacking
Clacking.
monsters.
Were the monsters making the clacking with their hooks on the cavern or with their horrible beaks?
Yes.
First of all,
Great.
Oh,
Well,
don't be pejorative
it-
about their beaks, Tony. Those are just
was it
normal
angling
beaks.
down or up, like the floor?
It looked like,
I just feel like we
in the
need to
path
keep-
there was a bridge over this.
I'm
so.
just enjoying that our best sort of decision is elevation. Like we
We've
just
gotta
don't want to have
pick
to walk
something.
up. There's a lot of work walking up. It's just much easier to roll downhill.
Let gravity do the
mean-
work.
We're gonna have to come back this way later.
Maybe.
necessarily.
Not if we die.
take that bridge.
Are
true.
these?
I found
We're
an
gonna do
escape
another
route.
exit.
If
And there
the
is another
The escape
corridor.
route keeps going down. This is your plan to just keep going down forever.
There is another corridor.
Only way
down
out is
here.
through, Tony.
Mm.
Scott, these aren't
core.
beasts, are they?
These are no.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I can get us out.
They are
If we
technically
finish,
monstrosities.
we'll be all right.
Oh, that's what I love to hear. Technically, monstrosities.
If we finish, there's a lot of ways that could happen.
Well,
Some of them less good.
let's. I feel like we're gonna need to go through that room. Maybe they're not monsters. Maybe we can talk to them. Maybe we can't. Maybe we need to kill them
Smash cut. They were
at this
monsters.
point. I think we just we're gonna run into somebody or something at some point. So
And
Yeah,
now
it's
we
not
have
much
like
D
this
and
is
D if we just kind of walk around and never ever interact with anybody and then leave, right? Like
We
why are
interacted
even
with
here?
some crystals.
You did.
We
indeed.
did.
Crystals.
we should deal with these monstrosities.
Some of
I
us
mean,
got
I
stabbed.
could teleport us past them, but I don't want
Ooh.
to use that many psi points,
I
and they
didn't
might
come
then
to
just.
play here. I didn't come here not to fight. Let me put it that way.
All right, go, Amlal, go.
You're gonna say, you didn't come here to play
It's
D&D.
like they let Amlal off
Wrong
the
place.
leash. Amlal is
And
booking
I'm
it.
all out of chewing gum. Oh, a leash. That would have been a good idea. Somebody write that down.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
All
too
right.
late. You
One
let
of
us
those
And
back
get
off.
two.
It's like a plush
Definitely
tank
get
on the
two.
back.
He just
Amlal
runs really fast and then like he hits the limit.
Omlöl strides into the cavern. We will roll initiative in the next episode of Total Party Kill when Eglath's angels will face a cavern full of hook horrors. Will they survive? Yeah, we'll find out, probably. But
I rolled initiative now, so you're wrong.
oh, that initiative doesn't count.
Burn.
Because we've been playing for over an hour already.
Yeah.
Well done,
Yes,
by the
that was
way,
perfect.
enunciating
Yep.
on that hook horrors.
I was impressed.
Hook horror.
Find out next time on Total Party Kill.
Okay, bye.
The Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members